everybody. Hope you guys doing okay. Sorry. So I'm picking up on some funky stuff in the spirit again with a particular person. I mean, I'm still. I try to check her out online. I'm still being blocked. I think what's going on here is that she's just. I think that things have spiraled into such a place to where now she's. I think she's desperately trying to seek my attention. Uh, and so I feel like she's sending me thoughts. I mean, if she's really serious, why wouldn't you talk to me? Like, this has been going on now for a couple of weeks. Like, when I spoke with these things, I wasn't just playing games with people and like blocking them, and like I was open. Like, wasn't like doing this to try to get a rise out of anybody. I was legitimately, honestly, like doing this because I was considering stuff. I'm not sure where she is, but it's like for her to send me those type of thoughts, and then if she is, and I don't know if she is or she's just thinking about them. But this is exactly the reason why I have an issue with wanting to go any further with her. The way she does things is because of this. It's like, and this is just one instance, but it's a very extreme example because she's talking about some really bad stuff. But this has been going on for years now. I'm picking up on stuff, and then I go to try to like talk with her about what I'm picking up on, and either she's not there, she doesn't want to talk with me, or she doesn't agree or denies it or doesn't want to talk about it. So communication is huge, man. I mean, what's up? I mean, if you can't even talk with the person you want to fucking bees with, then like, what hope do you really have? I'm not trying to be a bummer. I'm just like, she continues to see me every day, so she continues to get fed by me. I don't get to see her, and again, this is hard for her, but she's done it to herself because she's chosen to be. I mean, I think part of the reason why she's chosen to block me like this and shit is because she wanted to hurt me. She wanted to make me feel pain. She wanted to break me down. She thought she could break me by doing this, but she couldn't. So, like, now she's got to deal with the fact that her tactic didn't work. And so she doesn't know what to do right now. And it's like, oh, this is why you don't do what you did. Like, that was an evil thing to do. Just to hurt somebody, to break them down. It's wrong. And I don't want to be with anybody that does shit like that. And that's why it's like, but if she wants to change, that's different. But she's going to have to change her fucking ways. It's that simple. It's that simple. I've never been cool with that shit. That's why we've always had a disagreement with things. But in her heart, I think she knows that what she's doing is wrong. So I'm holding out for her. I'm hoping that she wants to make that good change. And I will be there with her every step of the way as long as she's choosing to want to make that change, that good change. Now, I'm not expecting her to completely change overnight. Things take time. That's why it's like, as long as you are making progress, then that's all I ask. But if you're still entertaining these diabolical ways of doing things, it's not going to work. It's just not going to work. And to me, like, sending shit out in the ethers while blocking me, if she's doing that on purpose, and then knowing that I'm going to pick up on this stuff and feel some type of way, then want to go and talk, and then knowing that she's also blocked me, and she's sitting back there getting a rise out of that, I mean, that's wrong. That she's putting curses on herself. And I think it's behaviors like this that have got her in the position that she's in. So I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say, man. But I do feel like a little bit of it is trying to manipulate me, and I don't like that shit. Like, that's not cool. Like, I've never done that. Like, that's not even a real relationship. It's almost like she just wants me just to be with her, and then she's not gonna kill herself. But like that isn't a good relationship. Like, that's not love. Like, love is two forces that want to come together because they truly love each other, not because one force is manipulating another force. That's not love, girl. This is why I don't think you even know what love really is, and that's okay. But you gotta like acknowledge that, yo, you need some help. Like, you don't really know what the fuck you're talking about, and you might need some help. At least in this situation, you're not doing all that well, girl. And but you gotta, it's like an addict. You gotta admit that you have a problem with this in order to heal. That's the first step in AA, is admitting you got a problem. If there's an issue with your house, but you don't admit that there's an issue with your house, how are you ever gonna fix that issue? You gotta see it as an issue. You gotta see it as a crack in your roof that needs attention. If you don't see it as a crack, if you just fucking neglect it or pretend that it's just a little, a superficial, like an outside surface wound that doesn't need attention when it actually is a serious structural crack. That's being foolish. That's being silly. That's being unwise. That's setting yourself up for more problems to come. Because things, with the as things grow and as things get older and rot and more pressure and heat and fucking the elements taking effect on materials, things break down. So if you've already got a crack, it's likely that that crack will fucking continue to expand and become a bigger crack until it'll eventually collapse. So it's foolish not to attend to that. Just like it's foolish for us to not do everything we can to help change the situation from a bad one to a good one. But it is what it is. That's the lesson that we're in right now. And I've been very foolish myself. So I'm not saying this as somebody that's mastered that. I'm saying this as somebody who's still learning. But while I'm learning, I'm also going to share my experiences with everybody who chooses to watch. And when I see issues that can be resolved and people are choosing not to do them just because they're choosing not to do them, that's wrong. We have a government here that's in a place to help govern the people, to help move the people in a good way. That is the definition of the U.S. Constitution. It's their job to do what I'm doing, really. So it's cool. That's why we have corruption. That's why we need more people like myself that really are taking the time and energy and effort out of their day to work on this. Not for any money or any type of reward or badge or rank or accolades or fucking anything like that. Fucking just to get it done. Just because it needs to get done. That's the only fucking reason. Is it needs to get done. And it will get done. So, alright. Peace.